Hey, what's happening, YouTube? Mr. Douglas coming at you. A comment or a question was posed to me to have me answer. The question is, why do men call women bitches? Right off the rip, there's a multitude of scenarios, reasons, and subjects of why that word is being used towards a woman from a man. I mean, come on, it's life in general, you know. That's just the way it is. Typically, from history, it's just been a word that was used to describe or demean a woman as far as what she is. So they call her a bitch is because they're calling her a dog. Basically, you're a dog, you know, in terms, technical terms, through history. Now, through slang, the word bitch has different meanings depending on what you're using it as or for. There's no bottom line to this. So let's get that straight first. There's no bottom line like, oh, men call women bitches because of this, and that's it. That's not the way things work. It's too broad and too vague just to give you a straight answer. Let's just give you an examples. Let's give you a few examples, okay? A man will call a woman a bitch because he's frustrated with her. He's not gonna put his hands on her. He's angry at something that she's did, or he's very much attracted to her. Yeah, believe it or not, you know, he's very much attracted to her. It's multiple different scenarios and reasons. I'll give you a scenario on certain points. He's calling her a bitch because he's mad at her because of something she have done. She have took something from him. She have called the police on him. She screwing around with one of his friends. Or she did something to him where as though it embarrassed him, so he had no other retaliation but to call her a name. And it's to demean her at that particular time. Now, not to deviate from the subject or the topic, but women call each other bitches. There's a different variance with that. There's a different reason. It's a difference. Only scenario I can give you that's different from when another woman calls another woman a bitch, even in argumentative terms, friend terms, or just being cool with her and whatever they call each other names. It's just like a black person calling another black person a nigga. I'm not gonna deviate too far from it, but you will hold something against the person calling you a name if they're not from your same denomination of your background or your heritage. You'll be very, very upset, or it will start a lot of confusion. So the same thing as far as when a man call a woman a bitch, because I've heard women say that it's okay for another woman to call her a bitch. You know, depending on what they're talking about, it's okay for a woman to do it. But when a man do it, it's just like you being of another nationality calling you a nigga. For whatever terms, good terms, bad terms, argumentative terms, whatever. Like I say, it's no general answer, because it's part of the way we speak, and it's part of the heritage, and it's part of the demeaning of you as a person. It demeans you all the way around. It really demeans you. Simple as that. Only other scenario I can give you is that in sexual epithets, in terms of expressing sexuality, you call a woman a bitch, it can be in terms of for something good. Like, I always use the term just within myself. I don't really say it out my mouth towards a particular female when I'm dealing with her or from the past or whatever. I say, oh, this bitch can blow head good as a motherfucker. This bitch is good. Or this bitch can fuck good. Or this bitch can... It's different scenarios that when we say the word bitch, it's just the characterization of really demeaning and also exploiting the woman. So the sexual connotation of calling her a bitch is different from calling her a bitch far as if she stole some money from you, she took something from you, she called the police on you, or she got somebody to do something to you, or all these different scenarios. So like I say, so the word bitch is a natural American thing to do. It's a natural American thing to do. Be it white bitch, black bitch, Chinese bitch, Asian bitch, Puerto Rican bitch, Latin bitch, whatever, Mexican bitch, anything. There's all sorts of words that men use to themselves or things. Now, let's get on the part where as though a man, his classification is just straight up disrespecting a woman, and he calls her a bitch. Is different. When he calls her a bitch, he's trying to hurt her. He's trying to make her feel less than a human being. He's demeaning her to the point where as though he don't have no other recourse but to call her a name. And it's a name that, hey, you know, he's trying to really harm her. He's trying to harm her feelings. He's trying to say you ain't shit. There's a lot of things that is going into that word bitch when a man comes at you. When he comes at you, he's saying some really negative things. Okay? So I just wanted to, hit on that topic because the person asked me, just, expound on that word bitch as far as here in North America, as far as the dark and hued people, and it's like I say, it's different. It's different depending on how you're using it. Depending on how you use that word. I can't give you no straight up answer like, okay, call women bitch because we don't like them and the bitch got this and she did. You can't say that because the word bitch, depending on what you're using it for at a particular time, means multiple things. That's a slang word. It's a nasty derogatory word, just like calling somebody a nigga. It's a negative derogatory word. And I hear a whole lot of different nationalities calling themselves or calling other people niggas. I really get upset, just like a woman get upset when a man calls her a bitch. I really get upset when anyone that's not dark and hued or a black person calls another person a nigga. I hate it. It really gets on my nerves when a Puerto Rican, Latin American, Dominican, Mexican, when they call people niggas. It really gets on my nerves. But depending on your background, your culture, where you from, and all that type of stuff, it is really part of the nature of how they talk. So, to some people, it just naturally just the way they talk. All right? And when they say it, this nigga this and this nigga that and all this type of stuff, it really gets on my nerves. So when a woman expounds on why a man calls her a bitch, it's the same as another nationality calling you a nigga. It's a derogatory word. It's meant to harm you. It's meant to degrade you. It's meant to, shame you. It's really meant to degrade you to the fullest. So that's what the word bitch means to when a black, dark and hued person calls another person that, or he calls a woman that. It's to demean her, or he's mad, or he don't know no other way of getting at her but to use that word. Another thing real quick, the word bitch also in terms of sexuality wise. And sexuality wise, it's an expression. It's an expression. Like, oh, this bitch giving me head good as a motherfucker, Or this bitch fuck back good. Or damn, this bitch is squirting or she's wet. Or this bitch taking up the ass. This bitch it's a whole lot of different, expressions for that word. Can you replace that word with any other word to get the full meaning of? Yes, you can. But that word seemed to be the perfect word at a particular time that expresses what you're saying or what you're feeling by demeaning, putting down, or even saying, calling or saying something really sexy about somebody, depending on what you're using for. Like, for instance, you go down to social services and you're trying to get some help, or you go to the doctors or whatever, and the reception at the desk asking all these questions. You say, damn, this bitch asked me a whole lot of motherfucking questions, man. Fuck. The fuck wrong with her? I already gave her all my information. She keep on asking me all these damn fucking questions. Or you go somewhere and you ask somebody, oh, what aisle can I pick this up in? And they say, oh, I don't speak your language, or I don't understand what you're talking about. You say, damn, bitch, you work here. You should know where this shit is at. So it's different things. It's bitches use different ways. And dudes do it all day long to other dudes too. We say, let me go in and see what this nigga doing. And then he say, oh, the nigga, oh, he playing housewife with his bitch. Or he acting just like a bitch too. Or the dude don't go along and do something that you want him to do. You say, damn, I want this man, or I want this person to do something with me. If I can get him to go along with me, but you know what? He gonna be acting like a bitch. See what I'm saying? So it's, like I say, it's different epithets and different tonations of that word. It's a different expression. It's a slang word. It's a negative word. White folks brung that word about as in slavery, as through history. White folks brung out nigga. White folks brung out bitch. White folks brung out all these different names. We just learned those things and we carry on. We use them, and half of the times, depending on what we're using it for, it's harming or hurting somebody that may not try to speak that way. Because a lot of women will really, really go to fuck off. You call them a bitch. They say, I ain't nobody's bitch. But deep down inside, all men want to have them a bitch. In other words, a subservient woman, or a seductive woman that will please them and do things as they really, really like. And that woman is really all about them. Can it be another name used to express and say that? Sure could. Sure, there's a whole lot of different names you can say to express the same feeling, but a bitch is one of the best freaking words that you can use. None that's been straight up with you. Regardless of if a man come out of his mouth and say it out of his mouth straight up, or he keeps it inside and say another word to replace the bitch. But all people and all men think and say that word. All women say that word. Women be like, say for instance, going to the beach or something like that. Woman thinks she all this and all that. Far as going to the beach, she get out to the beach. Woman see another bitch, and she be like, damn, that bitch, look at her ass, or look at that bitch. That bitch look good. And she ain't got to be gay or nothing like that, but she's saying to herself, damn, she knows she look good too, but damn, this bitch look better. This bitch look good too. And that's when she'll get on the nigga, her nigga, whoever she wouldn't say, well, you see that bitch over there or whatever? And the nigga say, I ain't tripping, but he looked at the bitch. Believe me, the nigga looked at the bitch. The nigga seen that bitch. Trust me. All right? So it's a word. It's just a word, but depending on your expression and what you're using it for, it can be demeaning, or it can be a sexual connotation of, an appreciation, or praising you in some way, So that's my input on the word bitch, man. It's slang. Everybody uses it. Anybody, pastors, presidents, governors, mayors, everybody use the word. Everybody use that word. And then we use it against our own, depending on what your sexual origin is, that we use it against each other too. Men use the word against another dude, calling him a bitch, acting like a bitch or whatever, and saying it a negative term, though, nigga, acting like a fucking female, son, whatever. Women use it against other bitches. Say, oh, damn, that bitch look good. Or that bitch, I want to ask that bitch where she get her jeans from, or where she get them pumps from, or whatever. You say it to yourself. Or you see some you see somebody coming up to you like, oh, what this bitch want? You know? At work, we say it against our supervisors and all kinds of shit. You know? So just wanted to let you know that's my input on bitch, man. You know, it's just an expression depending on the tone or how you're using it. All men, when they see a nice looking woman, I'm gonna say it in a nice way, a nice looking woman walking, or laundromat, or grocery store, or the social setting, or whatever, a park, anywhere, doing whatever. And women wearing them tights and they jogging, doing it, and they're like, damn, that bitch look good. All right. Dudes, when they're around each other, say, look at this bitch here. Oh, damn, shorty fine as a motherfucker. That bitch look good. You know, it's just an expression of words. Then a dude can try to holler at a woman and she can shut him down, and then he'll get mad and call her a bitch. And women are like, oh, well, why the fuck you say something to me if you're going to be calling me a bitch? You know, because you shot him down, you stroked his ego. His ego got shot. It's some female tendency ass niggas out here too, and they are considered bitches. It's some straight up bitch ass, quote unquote, bitch ass niggas out here, as well as there. Now, in terms of men calling other men bitches, it doesn't matter if it's the nationality of it. Like, say for instance, my supervisor, he be doing some dumb shit. I said, this motherfucking bitch ass nigga right here be doing some dumb shit, and he's a Caucasian. I call him a bitch ass nigga. You know? So it all, like I say, it all depends on what you're expressing or what you're using it for. It's no direct answer. That's one of the most vague. It's just like, you know, why you call people niggas? It's probably the best motherfucking word at that particular time to say. And there's no other way or other word that replaces to get out your expression of what you're saying or what you feel or what you mean at that time. It's slang. You can be proper, you can be college bound, and you can, you know, do all I hear people say, oh, you college educated, but you using these words and you using these epithets and you acting all ghetto, or you acting, okay. Those are the best words I can think of at that particular time, and those are the only words I want to think of at that time to say what I want to say. Can I say other words? Of course I can say other words, but those are the words that I want to use. So, with that being said, people, just let you know, that's just the way things is. The word bitch is a very negative condensation, just like the word nigga. It's just the way, but they expresses at a particular time the best way you can express things at that particular time towards the person that you want to express that to. So the word bitch, it's some bitch ass niggas out here, as far as dudes, and there's some fucking skank hoes out here that's bitches too. It's just the word slang. Okay, and then there's some bad bitches out here too. I'm talking about as far as good looking, sexually attractive looking women. Some bad bitches. It's just a word, man. That's all I can say about it. All right? Hit you on the next one. Peace.